Nuclear technologies provide competitive and often unique solutions to help fight hunger and malnutrition, improve environmental sustainability, and ensure that food is safe. Today, our topic is food and agriculture in nuclear science. So, these are the applications of food and agriculture in nuclear science. Number one, plant breeding and genetics. Plant breeders improve crops by using natural or artificially induced genetic variations to develop new traits. But they face enormous difficulties when integrating these improved traits into the varieties that farmers prefer. It is a process that requires a lengthy and cumbersome series of processes. Now they can use modern DNA sequencing techniques to determine the plant's entire genetic makeup. With powerful computers, genetic maps can be constructed and the altered DNA sequence that is causing the desired trait can be identified. Any unique DNA sequence within or closely associated with the desired trait can now serve as the marker. With this DNA marker, the trait is immediately detectable at any stage in the crossing process without having to wait for the plant to grow. This technique is called marker-assisted breeding. DNA is simply isolated from young plants, analyzed for one or several DNA markers, and based on the results selected for the next round of crossing. Checking the DNA marker is all it takes. Irradiation of seeds or other plant material with gamma or X-rays has developed thousands of crop varieties in hundreds of crop species, increased yields, and meant billions of dollars in additional revenue for farmers and producers. Number 2. Insect pest control. Around the world, farmers fight the same battles against insects and other pests that damage their crops. At the same time, many insects are becoming resistant to pesticides while consumers are more aware to the negative effects of pesticides on public health. The sterile insect technique is a type of birth control for insect pests that does not harm beneficial insects and the environment. Millions of males of the insect pest are produced in special factories sterilized with radiation and then released into the field at regular intervals. There they mate with their wild females, and as a result there are no offspring. By this process the pest population can be controlled. Number 3. Animal production and health. Animals are so important for food security. They provide us milk, eggs, and meat, etc. But as global population growth is increasing, we need more productivity of those materials. Simply raising more animals is not an option. It would put even greater pressure on an already strained environment. The solution lies in increasing the productivity of those animals. This is usually done by selecting and breeding superior animals, but this is a slow process. It can take several years. Using a nuclear technique known as radiation hybrid mapping, a few cells collected from an animal are irradiated using gamma rays to randomly break up the DNA into short manageable strands. Once the full genome is mapped, tens of thousands of such markers chips are combined into a DNA chip, which can then be used to determine the breeding potential of the animal to increase milk production. Number 4. Food and environmental protection. Food irradiation is a technology that improves the safety and extends the shelf life of foods. Irradiation can make food safer for the consumer. In food irradiation, gamma rays are emitted from radioactive forms of the elements cobalt. X-rays are produced by reflecting a high-energy stream of electrons of a target substance into a food. Number 5. Soil, water, crop nutrition management. In many countries, most of the soil is infertile, and infertile soil needs more water, and we have not enough water. I hope that you liked my documentary video. Thanks for watching.